Are Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne any good? Or as I could put it instead, oh yeah? What's so exalted about them? Now, they're better than regular Bloodletters in every way. Their stats are higher and they have some special sauce in the works. There's no doubt that they're good. But the upkeep is 50% higher, and in campaign, 2 turns to recruit turns into 4 turns in global. So they're good, but are they good enough? That is the question. Please like, subscribe, comment, and consider donating through my Ko-fi page. Your encouragement keeps me going, but other help is extremely valuable too, like making this PC able to handle the heavy strain of high-end games. Thank you. So let's dig into direct comparisons. Exalted Bloodletters have flaming attacks on top of magical, which is an advantage in some cases, a detriment in others. HP is 9200 to 8000 on Ultra, with no difference in the number of models, so 100 each. Armor is 40 versus 35 base, with the same base 20% physical resistance and 25% spell resistance. Leadership is 75 versus 65. Speed is the same at 38. Melee attack is 42 base compared to 34, with the same ugly 4.8 attack interval, which I called a hidden weakness in my Bloodletters video. Melee defense is 34 versus 26, which is a bit less suicidal. Weapon strength is 44 compared to 34, with base damage 13 and armor piercing 31, significant improvements. Bonus versus infantry is plus 13 instead of plus 9, and charge bonus is 36 versus 13. I will say that the bonus versus infantry is well past the token stage, and starts to rival that crazy powerful one the Minotaurs have, though in their case they have fewer models, but also have splash damage available. Finally, mass is slightly higher, 150 to 125, barely worth the mention. So what's the special sauce? It's called Hellblade. If this unit, and this unit alone, gets 80 kills, it will have a flat 20% bonus to weapon damage, both kinds, until the end of the battle. Since you're unable to heal this unit, your ideal is for that to come while you have as close to 100 models as possible, so that each and every one dishes out the pain at an enhanced rate. Now, just like the regular Bloodletters, this unit doesn't have Frenzy helping out. It's reliant on Army, Lord, and Hero passives and active abilities to raise melee attack even further. Hellblade is a nice bonus, but we can't rely on it. Without it, we must ask ourselves, what is this unit's purpose? Well, its purpose is to annihilate higher tier armored infantry and then chip in with anything else it can touch. More specifically, it's there to shred to pieces anti-large armored infantry. Why do I say that? Because more elite units in your roster, including Minotaurs, are larger than man-sized, but can't prosper around hardcore anti-large armor-piercing units. Such units attack slower to begin with, so the slow attack speed of the Bloodletters isn't as big a detriment. Also, some of those units are bullies that punch down. They're not that great at handling thickly armored opponents. In other words, if you face something like Chaos Warriors with halberds, Exalted Bloodletters are the can openers you want and need. The downsides are easy to see as well. Massed missile fire will eat into them a lot faster than Chaos Warriors on average. Since they're not anti-large, Exalted Bloodletters are a high priority target for enemy cavalry. This means they're vulnerable when not in melee and need protection on their flanks. You need them in the heart of the melee battle to get the most out of them. All that said, melee attack 42 plus 13 versus infantry means 55 on every swing, and your weapon strength against infantry units jumps from 44 to 57. Considering that's 100 models in the unit total, that's a lot of power, even before you start buffing further. That's the chewing power you see in this footage. It only gets better if you distract, turn around, and disrupt enemy units. My initial question was, are they good enough? I think that on balance, yes, they are good enough. And now we're going to cover how they get even better. What, you thought I was done? Let's take the Scarbrand style Lord Tree skills. 3 ranks of Skull Takers gives you plus 6 melee attack to Exalted Bloodletters and plus 9 charge bonus. This helps make regulars competitive, but Exalted ones with no chevrons will suddenly rise to 50 melee attack before the anti-infantry buff is applied. A charge bonus of 45 means that you have a stupidly high chance to hit on initial contact. Yes, then you lose it in melee, but the first hit really matters with a slow-hitting greatsword unit. Setting aside passives like Kill for Khorne, hey, simple naming systems work. Khorne's Chosen adds +5 to melee and +5 to defense if over rank 7, plus another 10% physical resistance. So high-ranking Exalted Bloodletters with adequate winds of magic have 30% physical resistance. That is a huge boost to their tankiness, and absolutely will matter. There are only a few technologies with the Exiles of Khorne that matter to Bloodletters explicitly, but the one with +12% casualty replenishment is nice, and the final tier one with +10 armor and +5 melee attack globally is really good. I'm not sure how much the armor helps, but every time Exalted Bloodletters connect, it hurts. Pour on the attack bonuses and wail away. Just remember that Bloodletters are a high priority for enemies to destroy. Protect their flanks, send them to rip out the enemy's throat, and they will prosper, and so will you. Take care, and have fun adding to Khorne's skull pile!